Let's hear. Here, Mark, hold on. Oh, yeah. We're getting young.
Shall we? Which one?
Let's do it.
Oh, do you want me to start the streaming?
Did already.
Great.
Reach into it. Yes. Let's see if this is gonna work here. Should I start? Give me one quick sec. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Oh man, that was a nice Shabbat Shalom. I heard a lot of Izzy in there. That was great. Shabbat Shalom and happy Hanukkah and happy last Shabbat of 2024. So many things, so little time. We're going to celebrate together. We're going to begin. Hopefully the slides will start working in a moment. We're going to begin by singing Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is that we can be together. I know it seems a little dark in here right now, but once we get the candles lit, it's going to be beautiful and bright. Let's join together in singing.
Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Well, that's a fun way to start off our service, but why don't we turn to maybe the most classic Hanukkah song that ever was written, Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah. This actually was delivered from Mount Sinai, from God to Moses to the Israelites. That's how old this song is. We're going to join together, Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah. Let's light our menorah. Let's enjoy the brightness and joy that Hanukkah gives us. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather around the table, give you a
Any kids want to come up on the bima and help us sing and dance? Play with and lie. Anybody want to come up? And while we are playing, the candles are burning. Come on, we need Aurelia. Come on. There we go. One for each night. Ellie Chevy, want to come? And Michael, want to come? Midnight. Leah, we need you. Eloise, we need you. So close, Roseanne checks. Come on. They, yeah. Hey, to remind. Come on, Ellie Sheva. Long ago. Barlevs, we need you. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. 7 on to play with and latkes to eat. And while we Come on up, Noah, come on. Come on, Mason.
candles are burning low.
Here.
One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Yay! All right, kiddos, you guys can go back down. That was so nice. We did it. Service over.
So when Hanukkah and Shabbat coincide, when there is the Shabbat of Hanukkah, it's very fun that we light our Hanukkah candles first, and then we're going to do our Shabbat blessings after that. So you'll see the Hanukkah blessings are here, and ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice that we have a couple of Hanukkiyot, a couple of menorahs that we're going to need a lot of help lighting. So a couple of ground rules. We're going to invite everyone can come up at once to help us light them. But what we'd like to do, wait, not quite yet, kiddos. Wait, hold on, back up. I like that I say ground rules, and before I even mention any of them, everyone's up here. So we would like to have parents join your kids up here because we don't want anyone being to be burned. And please only do one menorah, maybe even one candle, so that everyone has a chance to light a candle or two. We'll do our blessings together, and then we'll sing Ma'od Tzur over and over again while we do that. So now we'll invite anyone who wants to come on up, and we can start lighting. We'll do the blessings together. Everyone's welcome. You don't have to be a kid. You can be an adult. You don't have to be related to me. But no? Yeah, I'll come. Let's join together in our blessing while we're doing this. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lechadlik ner shel Chanukah. And we light the latest candle first. So you're going to light the furthest one in first, and then work your way back to the second day and first day. And now the second blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu v'imoteinu bayamim Haem Bazman Hazeh. Here you go, whoever wants this one. All right. Okay, let's light them up. And we're going to sing Ma'od Tzur.
Ma'od Tzur Yeshuati L'chana Yerishabeya Tikon Betafilati B'shan Toda Sabeya Le'et Techin Labeya Mitzar Hamnabeya Azegmor B'shir Mizmor Tanukat Hamizbeya Azegmor B'shir Mizmor Tanukat Hamizbeya Rock of ages, let us song praise your saving power. You amid the raging foe, where our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke the sword when our strength failed us, and the word broke the sword when our own strength failed us.
Oh, we're not going to let you stop it quite yet. Oh, you guys want to come around this side and get
Ma'od Yeshuati Chana Yerishabeya Tikon Bet Tefilati V'sham Toda Lisabeya Le'et Techin Labeya Mitzar Hamnabeya Azegmor B'shir Mizmor Chanukat Hamizbeya Azegmor B'shir Mizmor Chanukat Hamizbeya Rock of ages, let us song praise your saving power. You amid the raging
All right, we got some Orthodox kids here in the front telling us where the candles are in the wrong spots, but we're good. I think we got everything. Everything looks terrific. Beautiful. Should we, let's light our Shabbat candles. Rabbi, we get the slide for the, I think we have our, Shabbat candles. And lighting our Shabbat candles tonight, we pre-planned this, and it is, anybody want to do it? Yes. Any adults want to do it? That's fair. Do you guys want to, thank you. So Vicky's going to join Izzy in doing it. Thank you, guys. And Olivia, come on up too. Andy, you don't have to be left out. Dad sits. Okay, that's fair. So we'll all do the blessings together. You can see they're right up there on our screen. But we'll do the Hanukkah melody. Oh that's perfect for the Arcos. Yeah. Love it. Oh my gosh, it's so warm over here. It's great. Amen. And why don't I know we don't have this on our slides, but let's do a quick Shehechianu because it's the first time that we as a community are lit, even though it's not the first night of Hanukkah. You want to sing it? Look at this guy can just pull a Shehechianu out of his back pocket. Let's join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh
Amen.
As we begin our Hanukkah service on this last Shabbat of 2024, we want to share some inspiring stories of people who have kindled light in our country and around the world during this dark time. These stories embody the spirit of Hanukkah. So the first short story, in September of this year, Hurricane Helene swept through North Carolina, leaving widespread destruction in its wake. Many roads were washed out. Several communities became completely isolated. One such area was a rural town nestled in the mountains where residents were cut off from essential services and supplies. A group of nurses, recognizing the desperate need for medical care and aid, decided to act. With roads impassable, they turned to horseback, reminiscent of old-fashioned methods of delivering help to remote areas. Carrying medical supplies, food, and water, the nurses rode through treacherous terrain to reach the stranded residents. One nurse, Sarah Jenkins, recalled, she said, when we arrived, people were in tears. They hadn't seen anyone in days. They were running out of their medications. The nurses stayed with the residents for several days, tending to injuries, checking on those with chronic conditions, even offering emotional support. Their dedication not only brought physical relief, but also restored hope to a community facing immense challenges. Sarah Jenkins and the other nurses brought light to the community when people most needed it, and that is truly the spirit of this Hanukkah season. We are going to invite you, if you are able to, please rise as we join together in our call to worship on page 28 or up here on the screen for Baruch Hu.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer?
You guys want to come up?
Can you hear my voice?
Anyone's welcome to come on up.
Come on up, kids. We need your help again. Am I awake? And listen, hey Mark, let's do Am I Awake again with these guys.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? La la la, la 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 la.
To your seats. Great job.
You may be seated as well. Lovely to see all of these human lights here, along with all of our menorah lights. We're going to continue with Ma'ariv Aravim, our prayer for the bringing on of evening. It is only in the darkness that we can see and really appreciate the light. So please join me in the Hebrew and in the English. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, bechochma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtsono. We'll continue in the English. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which the time and the seasons glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. We'll continue with Ahavat Olam. Okay, so please continue reading. We'll continue reading together. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah umitzvot, Chukim umishpatim, Otanu limadata. Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu b'shoch beinu, Uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, Uvmitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yamenu, Uvahem nageh yomam v'layla, ve'ahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. And in the English, as you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. We're going to share another story of bringing light by helping others. In June, a father and his 2 young sons set out for a kayaking trip on the Colorado River in Utah, eager for a day of adventure. However, strong currents overturned their kayak, throwing all 3 into the cold, rushing water. Without life vests, the situation quickly became dire. But 2 passersby, Gar Lausman and Daniel Wright, happened to be nearby and saw the family struggling to stay afloat. Without hesitation, Lausman grabbed his paddleboard and paddled into the turbulent waters to reach the boys. Meanwhile, Wright, who was on a jet ski, sped toward the father, who was already being pulled downstream. Lousman managed to lift the boys onto his paddleboard and keep them steady until he brought them to shore. Wright reached the father just in time, pulling him from the river's strong grip. "We didn't think twice," Wright said later. "When you see someone in trouble, you just act." Their quick thinking and bravery saved 3 lives that day, and without a second thought, they kindled light for a family in need. With that beautiful story, we'll continue with Shema, our prayer of oneness and connection. We invite you, if you're able, to please rise.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated. We'll continue with chanting Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha Uvi sharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Oh, it's right here. This is, so all of these stories take place during this past year. All of this is in 2024. So this is in July. There was a group of high school students from a college in Queensland, Australia, who were traveling on a school bus for an educational excursion. Everything seemed normal until the bus driver suddenly slumped over the wheel, unconscious from a heart attack. The bus carrying 27 students began to dangerously veer into oncoming traffic. 2 students, 10th grader Emma and 12th grader Daniel, immediately sprang into action. Emma, seated near the front, jumped up and grabbed the steering wheel, keeping the bus on the road. At the same time, Daniel managed to stick his leg down and to the brake and bring the bus to a safe stop. The students' composure and teamwork in a life-threatening situation amazed everyone. Paramedics later confirmed that the driver's condition was critical and that without the students' intervention, the situation could have become catastrophic. "We just did what needed to be done," Emma said humbly. Their bravery and quick thinking undoubtedly saved countless lives and maintained light in a time of need. We're going to invite you all to increase that light as we please rise and turn to the Amidah. You can find that on page 46. We'll chant together, and then we'll do the first 3 blessings. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilateha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai. Mechaye HaKol Harav LaHoshia. Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed. Mechaye HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim. Shomech Noflim Berofei Olim. Umatir Asurim. Umekayem Emunato. Lishenei Afar. Micha Mocha Ba'al Gevurot. Umido Melach. Melech Levi. Umechayeh. Umatzliach Yeshua. V'ne'emana tal hayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai. Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh. Ukedoshim b'chol yom yahalalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai. Ha'el HaKadosh. Amen. We'll invite you to be seated and engage in some personal prayer or meditation or whatever is in your heart this evening. You can use the words on this slide here, which come from the prayer Elohai Netzor, or whatever words are in your heart on this Shabbat.
Say shalom, shalom, bimromav. Say shalom, aleinu, ve'al Israel, ve'imru amen. Say shalom, shalom, bimromav. Say shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav. Uya say shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ve'al kol Yisrael amen.
In September, Ursula Bannister, a 79-year-old woman, was enjoying a hike in Washington State when she slipped on a rocky trail and broke her leg. Stranded and in severe pain, she was unable to move. With no cell phone reception and miles for help, the situation looked grim for her. Fortunately, two strangers, U.S. Air Force Airman First Class Troy May and his friend Leighton Allen, came across Ursula while hiking that same trail, very luckily. Realizing the severity of her injury, they called for help using a satellite device. However, knowing it could take hours for the emergency responders to arrive, they took action themselves. Using a makeshift stretcher fashioned from their hiking gear and from some of the brush around them, Troy and Leighton carefully carried Ursula 1.6 miles down a rugged trail to the nearest access point for medical aid. It was exhausting, but we knew she couldn't stay up there, Troy said. Ursula later expressed her gratitude, calling the men her guardian angels. Their determination and kindness turned what could have been a tragedy into a story of heroism. These acts of heroism, of doing the right thing, these acts of gemilut chasadim, of kindness and compassion, kindle the lights in our hearts, and they remind us that the world is full of people waiting to do good, people who want to act to help others as their first instinct. May 2025 be filled with many more acts of love and kindness and goodness, and may the light of these acts and others, may they kindle within us the desire to shine brightly this year and beyond. That is our miracle. And we want to take just a moment to find out what's one thing that you have done this past year, one thing that you have done to be a light to other people. What's one maybe mitzvah that you have done? We'll go around. Rabbi and I have microphones. If you want to just a sentence or two of one thing that you did in this past year, we want to celebrate this last Shabbat of 2024 with all of these accomplishments. So we'll come down here and see who's got some. Who's been a good person.
I was super helpful to my family one day.
Nice. That one day was great. Yes.
My sister lost her necklace and I was helping her find it, but we still can't find it.
It was the thought that counted, right? Yeah.
I helped my family set up the dinner table. I know I do something. Oh, I helped my mom look for her wallet because she lost it for a week, and then she still couldn't find it. But then she looked in her car slot, and then she found it where I said to look, and then she didn't even look in there. And then finally, when she did, she found it.
Expert advice.
But for my mom, I just forget it.
That's great. All right, we'll go.
Sometimes my mommy or my daddy drops things off from Goodwill. It's not just for someone; it's for anyone. So that way, if you drop things off to a place where people can get new things, it can help them. Because sometimes there's wheelchairs, and sometimes there's things that they need there that they can't find at other places because people just certainly drop things off. So that's helping everyone.
Awesome, thanks. Andrew.
I made origami for a lot of my class.
Love it. Oh, that's so nice.
I helped clean up.
Rabbi, there's some in my family over there.
I helped my grandpa find his car keys that had been missing for a month.
Oh, nice, Eloise.
I watched my dog so he wouldn't bite any of my family.
Nice. We're working on that.
I gave my candy from Halloween to a homeless person.
Oh, that's so nice.
I helped my mom clean the basement. I helped my mom clean the whole house. I unloaded the dishwasher.
Oh, nice. That's a good one, Addison.
I helped my mom and dad.
Oh, love it.
I helped my mom clean the house. I gave food and candy to the little free pantry.
I was a good brother to my brother.
Love it. That is awesome. I love that you're rating yourself, but that's still good. We'll take it.
My wife took in a homeless cat because 4 just isn't enough.
I opened my home to 2 different people who just needed some time and food this year. Yeah.
Cool. Great.
This morning I helped my mom clean her bathroom.
Love it. Cindy.
I helped my 81-year-old sister get off of dialysis. She was going 3 days a week and now doesn't go at all.
All right. Great. Thanks for that.
My daughter and I went and read 2 shelter pets this summer so they could have some time to be with people when they're in the camps.
These are so nice, you guys. What a way that we can celebrate Hanukkah by being a light to everyone. High five is great. Yes. All right. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you guys are all very strong. Samantha. Oh, just high-fiving me? Okay. All right.
We have one more story for you this evening. Last month in November, Emily Hand was celebrating her 10th birthday. Emily was one of the children taken hostage by Hamas on October 7 last year. She was released in the hostage exchange last November, and 1 year later was celebrating her birthday with her dad, Thomas. During the evening, there was an unexpected knock on the door. It was a birthday surprise for Emily. Her friend Hilla Shoshani, who had been captured and freed alongside Emily, and Noah Argamani, another hostage who was freed by the IDF this past summer. With giant smiles, Hilla and Noah presented Emily with Moroccan donuts, a cake, and lit candles, singing Yom Huledet Sameach, happy birthday. We cannot imagine the darkness that Noah, Hilla, and Emily endured, or what they may continue to carry. But with this simple gesture, they chose light. As in the ancient tale that we are celebrating this Hanukkah, attempts to destroy us failed, and we still found a way to carry forth light from the darkness. With a simple, kind gesture, Noah and Hilla brought warmth, joy, and friendship to Emily and her dad. It can be easy, very easy, to focus only on the darkness during this time, but let us not underestimate how kindness and connection can bring strength and hope to those who need it most. With that, we will continue to our Misha Berach prayer. There are so many ways that you have all clearly brought so much light into our world this past year. Now we can bring in even a little bit more light to those who may be experiencing some darkness and may be in need of some healing. And on the note of our story, we are of course thinking of the remaining hostages in Gaza and pray that this is the last Shabbat that they are not with their families. In our community, we are also thinking of many who are in need of healing. We're praying for Rabbi Jonathan Adler, Nancy Ashley, Sarah Bates, Charlie Bauer, Margie Block, Ron Bragg, Marge Serrani, Ann Clark, Keith Clark, Bruce Cohen. We're thinking of Ella Dubrow, Sam Edelman, Larry Eisenman, Carrie Eschler, Babette Feibel, Marilyn Friedman. We're thinking of Chris Galloway, Hannah Golan, Alan Goldberg, Yossi Golden, Colleen Griffith Regal, Jessica Heffley. We're thinking of Lev Heschel, Ben Chazanit, Bat Ami Yaakov, Karen Karlsberger, Beth Jazalowitz, Dan Lang, Peggy Masser, Minna Melton, Phyllis Miles, David Paragas, Lisa Pena, Jeremy Phelan, Ian Phillips, Rashi Pristowski. We're thinking of Jessica Rathkopf, Willow Rohrbaugh, Rolf Sauer, Jerry Young, and Ozzie Zimmer, as well as any other names of healing that you would like to share with us this evening. You're welcome to do so now. For each of them and for all who are in need of healing and the ways we may bring them light, we'll sing together, Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mikor HaBrecha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Bekor HaBrecha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen.
We're going to begin concluding our service first with Bayom Hachu. On that day, a day soon, hopefully God's name shall be one.
said God rules the earth. On that day God shall be one. V'haya Adonai, the Melech HaKol Haaretz. On that day God's name shall be one. Bayom Hahu Yehyeh Shemo Echad. Bayom Hahu Yehyeh Shemo Echad U'Shemo Echad.
I invite you, if you're able, to please rise as we recall the light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows. It is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives, we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. As we move towards Mourner's Kaddish and recall those who have been lights in our lives, we first think of those whom we have lost within these last 30 days and are observing Shloshim. We remember Robert Tilden Weiss, Susan Weinraub, Richard Golden, and Steve Rubenstein. Today is day 441 of the war in Israel. This week we lost civilians Hannah Katzir, Ludmila Lipovsky, soldiers Captain Eli Gavriel Adedi, Staff Sergeant Natanel Pesach, and Reservist Sergeant First Class Hillel Diner. We're also recalling those whom we lost at this season in years past in our observing yard site. We remember Nathaniel Adelstein, Jackson Wolf Axelrod, Isaac Barnett, Rose Blotner, Harlan Boozer Jr., Neil Karen, Rose Diamond, Pearl Feibel, Connie Freundlich, Gerald Goodman, Lillian Halperin, Lee Robert Hinton, Ernest Yaros, W. Ruth Jarvis, Jean Jenny, E. Michael Levine, Samuel Milstein, Rosalie Newman, Morton Nitzberg, Joel Warren Salon, Miriam Schwartz, Irving Susner, Dan Title, Robert Williams, and Regina Zimmer. If there are any other names in memory you'd like to share, you're welcome to say them aloud or think of them in your heart. For each of them and for all those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them, we'll recite together page 294 or on our screens. Yit gadal ve'yit kadash shemei rabbah be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mivarach le'elam u'almei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh v'yit hadar v'yit alev v'yit halal shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. We say zichronam livracha, may each of their memories always continue to be a blessing for us. Amen. You may be seated, and I'm happy to invite up Becca for some upcoming announcements.
Thanks. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. Thanks, girlfriend. Please join us downstairs immediately after services for our annual Hanukkah party. I don't know if you've seen, we have some decorations going on. We will have balloon artists, face painters. Our very own Larson Eisenberg is here to do some magic. And our men's club has been cooking up a storm for the last few hours. Thank you to the Life and Legacy Fund for supporting this evening's fun programming. And one other note, because I see we have a lot of families, our next Hot Shabbat is Saturday, January 11th at 10 a.m. Last, please note that our office will be closed on Wednesday, January 1st for New Year's Day. Thank you so much, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Okay, well, we didn't hear any of those announcements, but I'm sure they were great. So, yes, thank you. Oh, great. That's awesome. So what we want to do is we're going to sing a little bit of this classic Peter Yarrow song. Peter Yarrow, by the way, I learned online is not doing well, so we're going to sing this kind of in his honor and maybe also as a Misha Berach for him. So we're just going to sing the first verse of Light One Candle, this classic Hanukkah song. And then we thought it would be fun to invite the kids. After that, kids come back up for Am Yisrael Chai, and then we'll go downstairs to party after Natalie will help us drink some Manischewitz before that. Okay, so let's join together, Light One Candle.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain endured, where the right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice, justice and freedom demand them. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out.
And let's have kiddos come on up here. We're going to sing Am Yisrael Chai. We don't have the words here, but we'll just figure them out. Anybody who wants to help us clap and dance up here?
They're proof Am Yisrael Chai.
Here, right to that.
Look at these lights, this is proof that Am Yisrael Chai, that the people of Israel live and will continue to endure. So beautiful.
Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael. Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai.
So let's all go down and do Kiddush and Motzi. Come to the other side of the table, guys. And Natalie's going to help us out with that. And then we'll go downstairs. There's brisket and latkes and probably other stuff also down there. And lots of games. Oh, there's also balloon twisters and face painters. All of that fun stuff. So...
We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is sung. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. 7 to play with, latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hurrah. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. 7 to play, good seeing you, latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, we shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, we shed